Perfect. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do a Kvcore newsletter in the special edition. Let me see. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So these are all my newsletters that I send out. You might recognize a few of them. And disregard this because I'm in Kvcore and I can't change the tab. So disregard this part. But this should look familiar to you. The ones that I have sent out, you should have just received this one here.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's cute.
I saw it.
That was my Christmas one. So I'll show you guys how I go in there. So it's going to be under, when you see the dashboard here, you go to marketing. And then you go to schedule mass emails. Okay, rewind. Scratch that. Sorry. No, I wanted to show you guys how to first do a template because that's a lot easier. So if you go to marketing and you go to all marketing. Oh my gosh, now I'm going crazy. Or smart campaigns, sorry, reboot. Marketing and then smart campaigns. Because as soon as you do templates, it's a lot easier to just pop in the images. So when you're in marketing, smart campaigns, you go to templates. And then you have all sorts. These are all already templates that exist from Kvcore for buyers, for anything. Are you guys familiar with this?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Okay, so when you go into templates, you have the email and you have all these here. You can browse around, look around. But what I like to do is you add a template. You're going to add your own template because I like it when it's more custom. It's a little bit more personable. So I'm going to do an email template. And this is what Randy told me, which is a really good idea. When you do your own templates, make sure that you recognize them. So whenever I do a template, I always put JE and then a dash. Because when you try to search for your templates, you can just type in Dawn, DA, and then all your templates come up immediately. So you're not searching through all the templates all the time.
Super smart. Thank you.
That was Randy's advice to me. I remember that.
Super smart, Randy. Let's
I'm
give
sure
credit where
somebody
credit's
told
due.
I'm sure
Yeah,
somebody told me to do it. I'm sure.
And then I'm just going to type in event because we're going to do like a Valentine's event one for today because I need to get that kind of organized. So then subject will be like Happy Valentine's Day. And I hope I spelled it right.
Now, why did you put event? Would you not put newsletter there?
Because what I always label it like this, like single event, or then I do like newsletter for like clients, newsletter, oh my gosh, I can't spell this. Newsletter for like agent attraction for new agents, or I just have them all a little bit separated.
So
like
you do different types of newsletters then?
Exactly. Okay. And also different events. Like I have like my event page that I send out on the first where I have like all my events listed.
Yeah.
And then I also do a boost like 2 or 3 days before the event where I only do a single event. So that's how I kind of structure them out. There we go. Finally. There we go. So now the key is here. Instead of just typing in here, I go to the advanced editor. And then it'll ask you, are you sure? And then you say yes. And see, it changes. It's not only text. You have all these fancy little things that you can put in. Like you can pop an image. So we're going to do first text? Like Happy Valentine's Day. And then you just change it and make it however you wanted. Like bold in the middle, larger size. So there you got your text. And then you also have rows. You can put in rows of how many things you want. If you want 3 images, Or if you just want to have one image or one text, you can structure it like that. Usually what I always do, I always just pop an image in here. And then you get the image. And it takes a while. So I already uploaded one because I always sit here very impatiently looking at that little square go. So here I have my chocolate image that I uploaded, and then I just inserted. There you go.
Janine, do you just go to the internet for stock images for stuff like this?
I do. I usually use 123RF
Okay.
because I do have an account because I like having images that I usually paid for. Sometimes when I'm a little bit in a rush, I just take them when I know I wouldn't get in trouble, but I would not recommend that. I would go through a company of 123RF or Deposit Bay or something
Yeah.
like that.
Will you say the names of those again, please? Because you're saying things that I've never used. So I
Oh.
want
Okay.
One, two-
123RF.
to. Uh-huh.
R as in Ralph and F as in Frank.
Yes. Let me just.
And you pay for these?
I do. I have a little bit of it's like $10 for 10 images or something like that. It's different kind of subscriptions. You can pay a one-time fee or
Okay.
you can do a yearly fee. So it all depends what you feel like doing.
So Janine, do you have something specific against those sites that provide stock images at no cost?
No, it depends on the quality of the images that you want, and images are usually always very powerful. And you can
Yes.
definitely see the quality of the image. I think the better the quality, the
Okay.
better responses you get.
Okay.
And then here you can play around with it. Like you have the content area, you have like borders. You can make it smaller if you want to. You can make it larger. Or you can do a space because this is pretty close here. You can space it out. Somehow, yeah. So you just play around with that. Oh, here's the padding. But this is pretty much where you can just plug in everything. You can plug in icons. These dividers are really nice too. I always like to use dividers. There it goes. And with dividers, you can also make it just more visual appealing. And then this is what I like to do. These are the core videos. This is the bomb that I actually have paid for the $30 a month, where you can already have pre-made videos in there. Or you can just upload a YouTube video right here. Which probably for my Valentine's Day one, I'm just going to do a bomb one because I'm not going to be putting it at YouTube and having it ranked. But my New Year's one, I'm going to use YouTube because I'm also going to run it on YouTube as well to get more subscribers and likes, and it's going to be more of a motivational video. So I kind of play around with these two for different purposes.
So
And then
Janine, the ones that you make on BombBomb, you can download those to, or rather upload those to YouTube as well?
So basically when I go in here, it's through my Zoom video.
Oh, I see. You record yourself on Zoom and then upload to YouTube.
Exactly. So my Merry Christmas one, as you can see, this was through BombBomb. This one I did immediately right through Zoom here. And then I can store them in here.
Yeah.
I can reuse them, but they're not going to be like YouTube where they get ranked, and this is only for the newsletter.
Yeah.
What is the benefit of doing BombBomb as opposed to like this, the just uploading a video from?
That's exactly my question too. Why even have BombBomb if you can do everything within Zoom and YouTube?
Some I want on YouTube, some I want just really casual, some are a little bit more personal. Some I don't want to have on YouTube. YouTube takes longer. You have to upload on YouTube. You have to do the text. You have to do all this. It's a
Oh,
time.
that's right.
It's a time thing.
Mm,
So
gotcha.
I really pay attention to the ones that I want to have spent more time on that I'm going to use for ranking, versus BombBomb is sometimes more just personal or quick to my database or to my sponsors. So it's just I use them for those different purposes.
Okay.
But then these here are the buttons. I really like the buttons. You can also change colors with the buttons. Definitely make sure you put the action in there, the URL link. And then here you can like change the colors, which orange is always geared to food and is always appealing and makes people hungry and want more. So
What
That's good to know.
I'm going to ask you questions that people want to ask that they're too embarrassed because we feel silly, but I'm going to ask them because I need to understand. The button is going to go to your website.
you can put the button wherever you want to. So up here, you see this action URL link. If you wanted to go to one of your YouTube videos, your website, your Eventbrite link.
Okay, anywhere. Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm
Oh,
that
no,
person
don't be.
gotta go slow for.
Melissa,
let me know
I'm
if
in the
I'm going
same-
too
I'm in the
fast.
same boat as you.
But these are just really nice. And this is like you can do the rows. I'm going to do one row here that you can see. So within these rows, let's just do like two images or two things next to each other. So with the rows, I can go in here and then I have to go back to content and plug in an image here. You can either choose from your images or you can put a URL right here. And the image, always this action is
Mhm.
always when they click on the image, you have the URL link where you want the image to take them.
So how many call to actions do you typically have in like say a newsletter?
Everywhere. The more the better. Like every image has a call to action. Every hyperlink. I like. So for example, my newsletter, what I'm sending out on the first of all events, I have all images. Within the images on the side, I have hyperlinks. So I must have like 20 links.
And those go to either the events or your website or different things then. Is that right?
Exactly, exactly. But always gear them towards you. Sometimes I put a link in there from someone else, but I always want to be careful about that because you want them to come to you.
Right.
So we can just put something like, but you can put an image in here, real estate leads, 7 ways to get leads with your business. You can put here, and then you can put text or video. Choose your.
And you already uploaded the 7 ways to get internet leads?
I did. Those were already all in
Okay.
my images. So if you click on the images, you have like a whole like database of your images that you've uploaded.
And you said you just do those ahead of time and get those ready to go.
I do, yes. And then here's the alt text. So if I have like 7 ways, I don't have that right now up here, but 7 ways to get. Then you just take a link and then put it right in here, alt text. Alt text is always your link or here action. Sorry, never mind. Alt text you can use. That is for SEO purposes. I should start using that again. I should know better. So alt text is more like keywords that you're trying to rank for.
That's alt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alt text.
Alt text. Like for example, Zillow. If you're trying to find buyers, they always go on Zillow. So Zillow would be our best realtor, and always keep it to 3 words. But that's pretty much these two I play with, content and rows.
So you keep it super simple.
I keep it super simple. This is the advanced one. The other one is just text. But I do play around, of course, with the content, like with this line. I like putting spaces in.
When you say this is the simple one, the simple what?
KV
Newsletter.
Core, the newsletter that to send out. There's two
Okay.
versions. This is the special, the advanced edition one.
Oh, okay.
I'm curious to see how it looks ultimately.
And
Yeah.
this is a template, so you can go in and use this template and switch out all this stuff and just use it consistently. Is that right?
Exactly. So for example, I'm now going to add this template. We're just going to add it. It doesn't look very pretty right now, but that doesn't matter. So then afterwards, we created our template, right? For the
Mhm.
Valentine's.
Yep.
Then I go back. We went to create the template here, but now we're going to go back and go to schedule mass email.
And that's under smart campaigns. Oh, wait, marketing and then,
Yeah, just click on the marketing and then it should pop up mass email
Where? I didn't
yeah,
see
I
it.
didn't see it.
right here.
It went away.
You click on marketing.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
Went in. Okay. Yep. Thank you.
And then mass email. I'm gonna put you guys over there. And so here, if I'm gonna say, okay, let's schedule the Valentine's template we did, and I hope it's saved. Then I'll go here is the word templates, because of course you want to use your template that you've been using. And see how many there are in here? That's
Yes.
why I typed in JE and all of my templates pop up here.
Nice.
I can't
So
remember
what else
which.
would pop up there?
What was that?
What else would pop up there?
Well, there's other templates, like for example, post call. You have,
Oh, okay,
are you still looking at homes? I mean, you can look at this. This is going to be the not advanced editor. So this is just like this plain one that I was in the very beginning. Look at the properties next week. So these are all already pre-made templates in here. But then we made our own template where we put like Melissa, an M in the front, or Dawn, a D in the front when you make your template. So you know, you just type in that and then you see all your
Okay.
templates that you made.
all the custom ones? Okay.
So you, okay, so you go into smart campaigns is where you find the templates.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
I had
Oh,
to
yeah.
think there quick.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, that's right. There's already a whole bunch already in there for us. Actually, I don't have a whole bunch, but we have about 10 that are in there. Oh, no, those are campaigns. How do you, oh, there you go. Templates are near your, I'm looking at mine, sorry.
That's, yeah. So I think that was not the one we designed. This must be the one that we designed. Yes. So this was, see then how it just all pops up what we designed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's already in there. So you just, if you have a new event, you take the image, you click on the image and change the image.
Wow, cool.
Change the link. But it's all already there and it saves so much time. Last year, I never got to my newsletters because I was always doing them from scratch. And so I always kind of put it off and put it off.
Yeah.
Because it always took so long. But ever since I have these templates, I just pop them in there, exchange the images and the links, and it's done like in 10, 15 minutes.
I see
Can
why
you
people
go
brag
step-
about Kvcore. It has really good features.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Can you go a step further and show us if we want to send it to a certain group of people, how we email that? Because I've done all this and got it ready, and I've literally never sent an email to any of the people in my Kvcore because I've been too paranoid it was going to go to the wrong people.
Right. So Randy, you might have to help on this, but this is how I do it. There's multiple different ways, but this is how I do it. I always say send to contacts with status. So which status? So are you all familiar with the different kind of status that you have, like prospect, new lead, active lead?
I'm
Yeah.
still learning that.
Why don't we just quickly, why don't we go there quick, just that it makes more
There, I don't
sense.
have them all set up very well though. I have to go in and change because they didn't when I converted them and brought them in, or when I
Exported
imported
them.
them, when I imported them, they didn't import correctly. So they're all imported under one thing, so I have to fix it.
Sounds familiar. I did the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
It's a great end of the year project.
Yeah, there you go.
Get ready to go for the new year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It feels a lot better. Trust me, do it. It feels a lot better. It feels more organized. So if you go into Smart CRM here,
Mm-hmm.
this is where you're going to have all your contacts, your database. So I put a lot of my friends from Switzerland, I put them in Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Prospect, I have my sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is, don't do what I'm doing. This is my thing, my New Year thing. I'm trying to split my buyers and referrals and everything. So these two I have under buyers, referrals.
Mm-hmm.
And then client I have under people that I'm trying to attract, but they don't want EXP newsletters. They only want the events.
Mm.
Then I have closed for people that want the events and are interested in EXP. As you can see here, these people are interested in EXP. So that's how I determine who I select for my newsletters.
So your
And Janine,
database
you can make
set
your
up
own
right-
categories, right?
Yes, and I wish I could change the name here, but I just have all different categories. All of these are different categories, different.
Can you not rename them? You
No,
can't
I
rename the
can't. I have not
categories?
figured that out yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
you just use this for attraction and not for real estate, correct?
Correct. I'm using this for both, which is not at all recommended. I use it for the referrals, for real estate, and for attraction, which I need to change that. Have one for only real estate and one only for attraction,
Mm-hmm.
which it's going to force me into that because not force me, but it has to happen just to keep everything
You'll
better
have to have two
organized.
CRMs? Is that what you're saying?
For me. That's my personal, what I've learned with other things for just to keep them separate because otherwise it just gets muddled up.
Yeah.
I think one thing you can do that would help is using hashtags. Are you using hashtags?
No, I'm not using hashtags.
How would that work, Randy?
Let me show you. I'll just share my screen and show you what I do. And there's as many personalities as there are ways to, however it makes sense for you.
Right.
I'll show you what I do and I'll just use us as our team as an example. But I have a
There you go,
team.
Randy.
I have agents that I'm recruiting. And so I'll just, again, this is what I do, but there isn't a right or wrong way. I think it just has to make sense in your mind.
I like hashtags too. They help me because it helps sort.
For sure. It really helps.
Listing to leads is what helped me get started on that because listing to leads has its own hashtags for the
Right.
address. That's how I learned it.
So when I send out a team like our Sunday, I'll send out on Sundays a newsletter reminding of the Zoom meeting for Mondays, or I'll just go here to filters applied, and then I'll pick, and then
I wondered how you did that. This is good.
yes, CRM, and then I use, so this is everybody. There are no hashtags or no filters. So this is everybody in my database, and I don't know if it shows here 1,500 contacts. And so you say, okay, I just want to send this to, and these are all the hashtags. I don't even know
Oh,
what this is, but I go to Sphere, which I have broken down real estate agents because there isn't one for real estate agents. So I just took Sphere, and again, just use what makes sense to you. And you could do prospects, and then you could make prospects buyers, prospects sellers, prospects agents, right? You could break it down in hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to do. And
Mine
then
has an
contact,
agent one. That's interesting.
you can break it down here into agent,
Oh, okay.
but not up here on the status. And so for hashtag, you can do hashtag is or hashtag is not. And so I'll do team,
Ah,
and that will pull up everybody that I've designated on a hashtag as team.
That's awesome.
And then and then I have it broke down to, like Janine says, who the sponsor is. If they're, so I put them on the team, but I will, like the rain team here.
Mhm.
So just, you can do, I guess what the point is, you can do more than one tag.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
can
this-
see Randy with the just jump with the hashtags, you can do multiple because I only have this little tab. So with the hashtags, you can just take it even more, organize
Yes.
it even more.
So if I wanted to send an email out to the people that I'm mentoring, I have one as a mentee.
I
Or
love that.
to send them out to just your team, Janine, or just the rain team. I have it broke down as that as well. But it
You
can
could-
be anything that makes sense to you.
Yeah, like
So let's
hashtag a certain town or a certain neighborhood.
Anything, yes.
So let's say you want to send, so like for me, when I start newsletter, I'm just going to send it to everybody because quite honestly, I don't want to try to figure out agents and buyers, sellers, all that. I just want to send it to everybody. How do you send it to everybody?
Oh, let
Well,
me
you
let me
would-
go back again
Okay.
Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen.
because then I can show you guys also how my finished newsletters looked like.
Yeah. Sorry, I jumped ahead.
Oh, no. So I'm going back to marketing, going back to my newsletters, schedule mass newsletters, and then I'm right back in here again. And then I'm going to schedule one, get my template, right? We'll just do this one. And then this is the part that Randy was doing. I always do this one where I can select from here. But
Mhm.
then you can also just select from your hashtags. Like Randy put team in. And if you want them to go to all, Randy, do you just click on all of them?
Sphere, yeah.
You would do whatever, like the category there, the status.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you wouldn't, if you don't select any, it'll send it to all of them.
It will. Okay, I wasn't
It
sure
will.
about that.
And then if you select one, then it just only sends it to the one you've selected.
And always, very important, send a test to yourself and make sure all links work.
Very smart.
I
Yeah.
do it multiple times. And then I send it to Randy too.
And then one of the things you can do, I think in preview, it will show you what it looks like on your cell phone versus on a laptop or desktop.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so see on the right where it says desktop mobile. If you select that, it will show you what it will look like on somebody's phone versus
Oh, okay.
somebody.
Very
Where's that
cool.
So you can
Ah.
play around with the layout a little bit. Sometimes it just doesn't fit right for
Yeah.
either
Oh,
one.
desktop versus mobile.
That I just learned something. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so awesome.
It is,
Yeah.
and the icons here and the videos and social, your socials are very important too. You can stick them right in there. Boom. And that's
Nice.
nice when you have it pre-made in a template as well. Otherwise, you can imagine how much time getting all your socials, putting them all in there. So get your socials right into your templates, all
How do you
connected.
do that?
And then you
What-
link
what
those
is your
in your,
I'm asking the question everybody's wondering. How do
Facebook,
you do that?
Well, I
X,
think you put in the URL for each social
Oh
on
yeah, I
on
think
the
I've
right-hand
actually done
side.
that.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
over here. Yep,
Yes,
right over
yeah.
I've
here.
done that. Okay.
But definitely do it in the template. Make templates. That's a game changer because it saves you so much time. And just play around with these. It took me a little while. I messed up on a few, but now it's really fun to just play around with the features. This one I have not used yet. You can schedule a showing. So view a listing button. Okay, this I've not played around with, so that'll be kind of fun to play around with. But then I'll also I'll show you guys how, yes, they look like. So for example, this is my on the 15th, I send out a newsletter to my agents I'm trying to attract. And
Mhm.
here there was a video in there. And then latest news, but see how this is all templates. I just exchanged the image and the text. Exchange image, text, image, text. I just exchange. This I always have in there. The video I always have in there. This I'm starting to always have in there. So there's certain things that I just swap out.
Would you be willing to, can you share templates?
I don't know. I don't see why not.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
This is
And-
a, this template that you have right here in front of you is really cool.
Thank
Yeah, I would
you.
like
Are you
that.
willing to share
Yeah.
it?
Could you share
Yes,
that with us,
definitely,
Janine?
definitely. Yes, definitely.
I'd love a copy.
Yeah, I'll see how I can share that. I can share that with you guys this afternoon.
I think, you go, there's a code it creates and then you share that code.
Okay.
And
But I would
maybe-
have to go back to the templates probably, my smart campaigns. Templates.
How you do, I'm looking at these templates you have, and this is how you do everything. You put your Eventbrites in here and everything, don't you?
Everything. So this is my Eventbrite. So I'm going to go back to, this is everything that I send out. I always send out a newsletter on the 1st and 15th, and then every single event separately. So this is my next one that's going out on the 1st, always on the 1st. So they get used to seeing a pattern. And it doesn't say view because I haven't sent it out yet. So I'm not allowed to mess it up.
You mean share, the lady we spoke with, was it last week? That why she's reached out to you or why she's thinking of joining your team?
Oh, because of these newsletters, because she's
Yeah.
always received these newsletters, not even the EXP, but these newsletters of all my events.
Oh,
And-
nice.
And she said it was that Janine just was consistent in her social media and she was really impressed.
Wow. And the
Mm.
video that you have on there of you, is that Bomb Bomb, or is that a YouTube video?
This one looks like a YouTube because I'm talking about my events. So I'm also trying to rank that on YouTube.
Okay.
But then I love this, Randy. Now I can see it on the mobile version. Okay, that doesn't, okay, interesting. It doesn't scroll, doesn't like it, okay. But then also, in my newsletter, I also put EXP explained, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, want some information, here are all my social medias. Because I definitely want that in there, I don't want to plug that in every time, but the only thing with these is the images and the text and the link. So it really takes me 15 minutes for a newsletter to go out monthly and then my 15th. So it really is an hour every month just plugging this in.
So on your social
Not bad
media,
at all.
what's
it's
the
not bad at
4th
all.
and the 6th one?
Which one?
The 4th and the 6th? If you go down. Oh. On your social media links?
Oh, here.
Yeah, the 4th one kind of looks like
That's
a,
TikTok.
oh, that's TikTok. And the
That's
last
TikTok.
one?
And then this one is Twitter. And then this one is my website that that is
Oh,
finished. And I should be putting that in there in my template. Don't put
I
it in
see.
the newsletter, put it in your template because otherwise it won't save. So really important. Always also test your stuff before you send it out because I've made that mistake where I changed it in my newsletter, but not my template, thinking every month that I'm sending it out, but it's not going out because I didn't change it in the template. And then important, see, Melissa, to your question, see how many links I have? I have this here again, going to my calendar. This is going to an EXP video. This is going to a drop form.
Okay.
So I have like 20 different,
And did you enter the drop form?
I did a drop form.
The
Yes,
Google form.
Do you do that, Janine?
Let me see. I have it. Ooh, let me move
It's a
this up
Google
here.
form.
Oh, you created it outside of Kvcore.
I
see.
did outside of Kvcore and it's just a URL.
Got it. Okay.
Katie got me on that because then they
That's
can fill out their information. And
Nice.
again, it comes to me and not somewhere external.
Nice. Nice.
And
You
you
want
just
everything always coming to you, nothing external. Do you want more information? Sure, come to me, do a drop form. Do you want to join EXP? Because many people just join EXP and then it goes completely external. So you want it coming to you, just asking 3 questions, and then they fill it out, and then you can get in contact with them.
Oh my gosh, you did a tour? That's so cool.
I'm having another one actually. I'm trying to do that monthly where I just do like this, a Zoom, and take them to the EXP world.
Can we
That's what
invite
I've been
Mm-hmm.
people to
doing.
that?
What
Do you
was that?
mind? Can we invite people to that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
follow me on my events. And then you'll see it. It will pop up. So I
We
have,
have one of yours coming up the 10th.
whoop.
How was that? The registration for that? I haven't even started promoting it yet.
Yeah, we already have 20 people and it's going to be more. So I told Jeff, we kind of came to the conclusion that it's going to be under his Zoom, because if I'm the host, I'm going to be discombobulated with admitting people.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to have it on his Zoom and have his VA admitting the people whilst we're talking.
Now,
Nice.
I saw that the advertising for that is for buyers. It's not necessarily for buyers agents. Is that true or does that need to be changed?
Buyer,
But
broker.
Same thing, right?
Broker.
For buyers,
Now,
agents.
buyers are buyers and buyer brokers are
Oh,
agents.
okay, it is for agents.
I saw
Okay.
buyer broker.
You did?
The one I looked at said this is for buyers.
Buyer, broker agreement webinar. I might have had it in the beginning, but I changed a few things because my flyer was wrong. So I had to
Oh,
change a
okay.
few
Maybe I looked
things.
at an old one.
Yeah, let
How
me
do you
resend it.
How do you add the thing that says click on an image to reserve your spot?
That one I just put in here.
Oh, you just did text.
I just did text and then, but here's the link. So if you want the link, you put the little link icon here.
Mhm.
And again, it goes to the Eventbrite.
Hmm.
You can either choose here. I should pay more attention to this too. So when you're inserting a link, sometimes you don't want it going to a new window because then it takes it away from your page.
Oh, yeah.
So it would be better to target none, because as soon as they go to another window, it's a distraction.
That's good.
So I need to change that in mine.
I think one for like when Janine's doing this Eventbrite and you had your own group of agents you wanted to invite, I think you could just create your own Eventbrite, right?
Yes, well, that's what I'm doing. And with Jeff, we're going to put them all together. I'm going to send him an Excel sheet. He's going to tell me the ones that he's recruiting. I don't
Mhm.
put them in my database. I do the same. And everybody that we don't know,
But couldn't you just each do your own Eventbrite? And then those registrations go to you and then to Jeff. And if we did one, I'm
You-
not,
you
I'm not
could. I
gonna
did
do
that
it.
one for the big event with Brent.
Yeah. Speaking of, build is half price only until the 31st. Just a heads up.
Now, could we take and create, since Canva has some great newsletter templates as well, could we take and create it in Canva and then upload it into Kvcore?
I would
That's
say under
template?
images. So for example, if I go back into my, let's see, Happy New Year one, which I'm still working on. So I don't see with Canva, you can maybe insert images via, is that what you're thinking?
Well, no, because you can actually create a whole newsletter in Canva.
Mhm.
There's a whole newsletter template. And I'm wondering if you can put the whole template in here as a template.
Good question, Melissa.
Yeah, that is a good question. I don't know, because if you do it as an image, of course, it won't have the links. You want the links in there, but
You know,
Francie, do you know?
I think, and what I would do is just ask KV Core support, but I
Okay.
think it's see where it says HTML? I'll bet you just I bet you just plug the HTML code in.
here, let's put it in here.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
So when you create a template in Canva, I believe it will give you the code. You know how when you write something, it,
Oh,
Um,
you copy the link for the code and you can share it with people.
Yeah.
Yes.
and then you type it in, I believe. I would, because I've never did, I would ask the support.
Okay.
I'm sure
Mhm.
there is a way because Canva is so popular.
But yes, I definitely think you're
And that's
absolutely
what
right.
I
Yeah.
put my money into. And so I can't do these $10 or $14 for every single thing we do because otherwise I would not be making any money. And so I have to pick and choose, but I put the money into the professional Canva because I use it for so much. And that's where I kind of want to find what's going to be. I'd love to find out. I'd love to have a class on what are the best tools for real estate agents to use. You know what I mean? Or what are the,
Yeah.
how will
Melissa,
they
how much do you pay
upload?
at Canva
I pay $14 a month and it's worth it.
for the
And
pro
that gives you-
version?
Does that give you photos?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
You
it
know, there
does.
is,
Oh, you know what? It gives you some stock photos, but you can also upload your own.
hmm. There is in workplace Canva, I think there's a Canva and newsletter workplace group, I believe.
Huh. I'll have to check it out.
Right.
This is so helpful. Thank you, Janine.
There is
Yes,
also
you're
a Facebook
welcome.
group, Melissa, called Canva for real estate for realtors. That's a really good one
Oh.
as well.
Workplace group.
Yeah, Facebook group. Canva for,
Face. Oh, cool.
yeah.
Interesting.
I couldn't find that. That's on Facebook?
Yeah.
It's
Let's see if I
not
can find the
coming up
exact
for me.
name. Hold on.
Oh, Canva for
Canva
real
for
estate
real estate
agents.
agents.
Yeah, there's two or three of them. And I think all of them are pretty good.
I think I'm gonna stop the recording here. If everybody's just, did that definitely help with the newsletters and the difference between like the template and then the difference between the special editor?
It was very helpful. Thank you,
Okay.
Janine.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, very helpful. Thank you.
You're such a gem, Janine. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. It is fun to
Yes.
play around with, and I'm just getting a lot of the videos since I plugged videos in. You can do YouTube or the Bum Bum, but I've gotten a lot more feedback and a lot more interaction.
Your video, your templates or your newsletters look really good. I mean,
Yeah,
just how they look on the page looks really easy to read and draws your attention. It's really good.
Thank you. That's the
Yeah.
main thing, drawing attention and then creating an action.
Yeah.
I want the action.
Click.
Cool. This is awesome.
I'm so glad to see you all because I was like, oh, we're going to wait till 2 weeks after the New Year's and then I won't see anybody. So this is fun.
And when's
Yes,
your
it
class?
is.
When's your class with Rob?
That's the 30th
Okay. I
of
wanna do-
January,
December, January
Yeah,
with
I want to learn from the
Rob.
king.
Why don't I, do you know what? Are you guys, let me share
Ooh, yes, please.
where, here we go.
When it goes into WhatsApp, I have to forward it to my email.
Okay.
I don't like to do
So
it. from-
here are all the events. Make sure that you follow me because then you'll see all the events. Then you'll see the 30-minute EXP virtual office. And if you have an agent that's joining, let me know because then I will not put them in my database. As soon as they go into my database, they're get my marketing. So just
I think I follow you already.
okay.
This is
When
cool.
is
I
the,
really like the EXP virtual office tour. Do you ever introduce them to people there if you go into the Washington state or the Oregon state, wherever you go? In
I
the au-
introduced them not to the principals, but I introduced them by the help desk care.
in Washington, Angie is here in Washougal, and we met her at some of our events recently, the Washington State Broker. And she's the one that gave me the award at the CCAR thing. And I found that if I go in here, every single time she finds me, because they can see who's in there, and she'll come up behind me as an avatar.
Oh,
She always finds me. It's funny. Yeah, this is cool. And I will tell you, I didn't get to take part in the one from Wednesday, December 6th, but I'm going to just put a plug in for Taryn. She's working with us on the rain team stuff. And she is, thank you, Janine, for the introduction, because she is amazing.
Oh, good.
Amazing. She's
Good,
amazing.
okay.
So I encourage everybody to get to know her.
Yeah, she's helping me with my YouTube. Oh yeah, guys, check out my website she did.
And who is
This is
this?
my choice because I said for her to just do something, whip it up quick. But she whipped this up really quick. Where is it?
What's her
No,
name?
I'm sorry, I
Karen?
missed a bit. Who are you talking about?
Taryn, the
Yeah.
digital marketer.
What's her
Yeah,
last name?
Taryn
Hugo.
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 Karen? I've never heard of her.
So
She was
this-
at the KFA event, Melissa. And I'm sure she'll be at the next one. We'll have to introduce her to you.
Yeah, we're actually working with her.
What's that?
We're actually working with her.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dawn is the one that said
She's
you don't know her.
He's actually working on our landing page for Glenn's the radio show that he's doing.
Cool.
By the way, boy, I'm gonna need to send that out. That comes out, I think, next Friday, I think. Not this Friday, but next Friday. We'll have to get that out on WhatsApp for everybody so you can watch the radio show. Or listen. Sorry, it's a radio show. Listen to the radio show. Okay.
Janine, this website that you've just sent us a link to, is that a separate one from your normal EXP?
It
The one that
is.
comes with Kvcore?
It is. So it's just when we haven't gotten a domain yet, but this is what she just quickly put together for me. It was $450. Very
Okay.
simple.
450 what?
Dollars.
$450.
Oh,
So you can go through it and that's just what she put together for me. And I just
Cool.
wanted to keep it simple. I really like the I'm not a fan of the graphics and how it looks like, but I said to her, I wanted SEO friendly. I wanted to rank and I wanted to go now. So that's why
Mhm.
it's not the most attractive one, but it's functional. That's the word I'm trying to find. It's functional
Yeah,
right
and it's
now.
very clear.
It's
There's
clear,
not too
functional.
many distractions.
Yeah. And I wanted SEO. That was my main thing, that it's SEO. I wanted to rank.
Right.
And then once everything ranks, then I'll get a little more fancier and do it all more my style.
And ours is coming out the beginning. It's not technically it's not ours. It's technically PG's or Pastor Glenn's. It's everything's going to funnel that through him. We'll still have all of our own websites, and I'll
Mhm.
probably set mine up to connect to his at some point. But we'll have ours is a little bit different because ours is very focused on buyers. Ours is just different. It has different buttons and goes different places. So it'll be interesting to check out just the different types of websites. And ours was right around the same price. So it'll be neat. She's a neat girl.
Yeah.
And she'll
Dawn,
grow.
you'll have to come to, I don't think Dawn knows her. You'll have to come to our next KFA event and meet some of these people.
I don't know. When is it?
We don't know yet.
Sometime in
what does
January.
KFA
The
stand
WhatsApp.
for
Let's
again?
post it in the WhatsApp because I want to come to the next one too again.
Wasn't it I think it was the, hold on.
Dawn, we can drive down together.
We'll see.
It's really the last one was super beneficial in regards to AI.
Mm.
It was very helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Well, also I'm starting this new AI marketing campaign with Michael's stepfather, and it's going to get email leads. So that's where I'm going to really beef up my newsletters as well. And this AI tool is finding these email. It's going to be fascinating. So I'm going to give it like 2 months. I'm going to be the test guinea pig and then let you guys know how it works.
Great.
awesome.
So Melissa, my calendar says it's on the 11th, the KFA event.
Oh,
I hope not, because I hope not. That's our event. We have an event on the 11th. We have our CEC event on the 11th.
Oh,
I
okay.
forget, what does KFA stand for?
Depends on who you're asking. Some people will tell you, because it really does have different meanings, but some people will tell you it means kick effing A, and will tell you it means keep faith alive.
Yeah.
And
Listen,
that's
what's the CEC event?
our entrepreneurial connection.
Okay, is that through KFA?
No, that's our team, the one we do at our church that you've been to.
Okay. I must be confusing the two. I thought it was the same thing.
No, because you know why it's confusing is because they did their last event at our church. KFA
Yes.
is Cardinal Financials. That's Connie's team's events that they